There was a mild drama in the Nigerian Senate when the Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin criticized US President Donald Trump, insisting that Nigeria is a sovereign state and that he, Jibrin, is not afraid of Trump. Well, this followed a perceived reluctance of the Senate President to speak on Trump's threat of military intervention in Nigeria. Well, let's take a look.
Don't be scared. I can see.
I said
I'm not scared of Trump. I will say my mind. I'm a Nigerian. Nigeria is a sovereign nation. I'm a parliamentarian. I'm a deputy Senate president. I can speak on behalf of Nigeria. I'm not scared of Trump.
But do not allow others to speak for you.
Don't be scared of Trump.
Get
you
something.
can say your mind about Trump.
Get something.
We are a sovereign nation.
But get something. Don't allow people to ascribe what you did not say to you.
He did wrong, but he didn't say it. That's correct. You didn't say it.
Yes.
But what I'm saying
is that
you shouldn't be scared of saying anything.
No. If you want me to say it now, I will try to say.
We are not scared of Trump.
I will say, but then listen.
We are a sovereign nation. We are not scared of Trump.
Clark, please delete what the Deputy Senate President has said. He spoke out of tune. You are not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying this time the Senate President of Nigeria did not answer President Trump. And then that the quotation is meant to cause diplomatic row. It is the presidency that will answer President Trump.
Clark, delete what you wrote about those statements. Well, let's find out what people had to say on social media. Most people took it in a very laughable way, but let's take a look at Sir Says, I believe is pronounced, who says intense exchange in the Senate highlights tension between defending national sovereignty and managing diplomatic narratives. Akpabio's caution contrasts sharply with Barau's bold stance, a classic clash of protocol versus principle. Well, that's quite an intelligent take. Cortigo also came and said, now everyone is talking. Now we are acting like people are dying, not the silence we've been having all this while. Just a tweet from Trump did all this. Go and fix the insecurity. It is not to be shouting sovereign country up and down. Then lastly, on a more humorous note, Big Fave said, Akpabio be like, no be me when I go put for problem. He doesn't want to join his name in it. Dr. Abati, your take on these issues?
No, this is my view. I think both senators are right. Yesterday, Ayo here was talking about the need for a coordinated response from government so that we don't have people either talking across purposes or a cacophony, of voices on the particular matter. And I think that is the basic principle. Now, I think it's unfortunate that up to this point, we don't see that, coordinated response. Even if the Nigerian government, through the Minister of Information, through the presidency itself, through also Minister of Foreign Affairs, Minister Yusuf Tuga, have said, look, Nigeria is not a country of religious persecution. What we need is this coordinated response. The second point is that we've also had the advice from people saying there is need for caution so that it doesn't look like we are, provoking further Mr. Trump, or that we are, being confrontational. This same Trump that has threatened that he will put boots on the ground. So, there are some people who may want to be very cautious. However, the lawmakers, whether in the Senate or the House of Representatives, they are representatives of the people. And so, in that regard, Senator Jibrin Barau is also right to say, well, I'm representing the people of a certain constituency. And we do not think that Donald Trump should dictate our sovereignty. And I think, he has the right, he's entitled, because the people in the National Assembly, they are representing Nigerians. And they have the right to speak up for their constituents and to express a particular view. So to that extent, he's right. The Senate chairman, he's saying he was quoted in some papers as having said something. And he said, no, he has not said anything. You can now moralize and say, well, the Senate president, who is chairman of the National Assembly, you think he should have an opinion. But if he says, no, we should be cautious, let the presidency lead the debate. Maybe he's just waiting for the presidency to take certain steps. He may be privy to certain information and he does not want to use his chair as chairman of the National Assembly to make statements. So to that extent, I would say both men, are right from wherever they are coming from. But the Nigerian people will expect that the representatives of the people, in fact, the National Assembly as a body, can also take a position and advise the presidency on this matter. But, if caution is the word, and you can see that even the Nigerian government is not confronting Trump directly. Yeah. They're just saying we are willing to cooperate. Whoever wants to work with us, we will work with them. The advice of the elder, Professor Akinyemi, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself should not confront Trump. So, they have all the intelligence. They are, in the seat. So they will formulate the best kind of response, and probably they are using back channels. Something they may not come in public to say to people. So it's about information that is available from where you are, within the spectrum.
Absolutely. It is a very delicate issue, and it's important that it's not made jest of and it's not trivialized, because these are people's lives
very
at
delicate,
stake.
because we don't want trouble in Nigeria. And then, Zimbabwe people will say, well, Vimba, you are not part of their problem. Come back to Zimbabwe. We want you here.
Exactly. No, don't worry. We're here together. We're in it together.
No, she has critical assets that are Nigerian.
I will not run.
Yes.
Okay. Nigeria recognizes dual nationality. She can take her children to our country and say that the Nigerians solve their problem.
It will not come to that. It will not come to that. I have faith that it won't come to that.
Important.
Yes, caution is very important. And I'd love for you to tie everything together, because unfortunately the House of Representatives didn't actually get to discuss this issue yesterday. This is because they were thrown into a rowdy session on Tuesday after lawmakers rejected a motion on land allocations at the Lagos International Trade Fair Complex. Now, an All Progressives Congress lawmaker representing Shomolu Federal Constituency of Lagos had moved a motion on the alleged illegal allocation of federal government lands within the complex. The bickering then began as reps couldn't agree on which committee between Commerce and Public Assets should handle the matter. This is what it looked like.
Of the motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. Those in support of the stand, say aye.
Order, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of the second leg of the motion, say aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The floor is yours. The floor is yours. Honorable Akala, move your motion. You are protected.
Sit down.
Honorable Akala, move your motion.
Sit down. Sit down. Sit down.
Honorable members, I think there is something bothering you want to discuss. So I will ask that the chief will move that will enter into executive section.
Well, after that rancor, all other motions were rejected in protest. So the House didn't even get to discuss issues pertaining to threats from the US, as well as another motion to discuss the setup of a military base due to insecurity in Kwara State. Well, meanwhile, outside the National Assembly, it wasn't just rancor inside, outside as well, protesters under the aegis of the All Indigenous Contractors Association of Nigeria blocked its main entrance gate over alleged non-payment for completed projects that have long been commissioned by the government. The protesters, who arrived at the assembly complex in large numbers before being stopped at the gate by security personnel, said the federal government had failed repeatedly to keep its commitment to pay them for contracts executed, completed, and handed over. The national president of the association, Jackson Ifeanyi, disclosed that most of the projects owed were actually constituency projects that had already been commissioned, and he added that lawmakers were taking the glory while contractors bore the pain.
He said there's a lot of traffic.
Well, the reps responded to this protest by initially moving to suspend plenary for 1 week. However, they've since rescinded that decision and appealed to Minister of Finance and Coordinating